Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. Right, I thought I'd try an experiment. I made a bracelet in a previous video, this one, yeah, and I polished my other one up and I'm wearing it, okay? So I ain't gonna go in the house and clean this. I'm just gonna polish it and see what it comes up like. So let's find a rag I used earlier. So we used this rag as the starting, and we'll start trying to give it. It's coming out quite quick actually. So we'll just work it in because I haven't put any more polish on here. I will do, but I just want to see what it's like without actually going in the house and cleaning it up and see what sort of results we need to actually give it a clean first, or can we start polishing it and see if we get just as good as results. But you're gonna might have to go for another rag to get the better results, and it probably will take a little bit longer to get the same results because if we cleaned it first, right, and got all the tarnish off, it'll probably polish quicker. That one probably took me about 5-10 minutes to do, um, and to be honest with you, it's a labour of love. I really enjoyed doing it. The good thing about it is you don't know what it's going to turn out like. You know what you want to make, and then once you're polishing it and you see the results of what you've made, it's quite amazing actually. It's coming up all right, but it's when you're polishing, you really got to spend the effort. What you put into it is what you get out of it, the old saying is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the old stick in, grab some more polish, put it on there, and do a bit more. Right, so as you can see, we'll put a liberal bit of polish on there, and all we're doing is just working it into the metal. I've never uh, what's the word, I've used Brasso before now, but someone recommended using peak polish, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. I can't remember, I must have paid about 20 quid for it, I really don't know, but you can get it through the usual outlets online. So it's just a case of finding a supplier. Plenty out there. I don't even know if B&Q sell it or some other usual high street DIY stores, but you'll find it. So all it is called Peak, Peek, and from my experience of using this stuff, it gives absolutely fantastic results. The only difference I will notice is that it's taking more time to clean it and getting the results without going indoors and giving it a quick clean and then soaking it in vinegar afterwards. So what I'm going to do is start getting that off of there, and then use the clean bit of the rag to try and get the excess off. And I think what I might do is I might use so far coming up all right, but what I'll do is I'm going to use a clean rag, and this one looks good to me. I can get some more polish. Oops, drop that went in the box. Didn't mean to do that. I have to clean that up afterwards, unfortunately. Never mind. Right, so nice bit of polish on there, and we'll start doing that again. As you see, it's just a case of working it all in. So this is how you polish your copper made bracelet. So if you've never been to this channel before now, and you want to know what I do, I do a whole load of different things. It's not just hobbies. It's you name it. I do it. It's just a case of whatever takes me interest that day. It might be from doing like wargaming stuff on the computer, walking in the forest, all sorts of things. Talking about idiot drivers. We all know what they're like. And yeah. So whatever your interest might be, if you want me to do a specific playlist on something that interests you, let me know. I'll do my best. But if you look at my playlists, covers quite a range of different subjects. Something for everyone, I suppose. Can't say I'm boring because I've got so many interests. So as you can see, it's just a case of being persistent with the polish, grabbing some more polish. Excuse me, I'll pause it for a minute. We're back, and as you can see, loads more polish. So it's a case of something for everyone, really. I mean, when you're a hobbyist, I should say, like myself, or DIYer, sort of things I've done, I suppose. I've fitted my own kitchen. Obviously, bought the kitchen units and stuff like that. Done all the plumbing, done all the electrics. Upstairs ensuite shower. That's an absolute nightmare of a job. What happened? The water got behind the tiles, got into the plasterboard, rotted the plasterboard. Luckily, it didn't go through the floor, and I had to take all the plasterboard off at the back of the shower because it was one of these showers that was sort of built in with a house. In other words, it weren't one that was pre-made and you put it in from a shop. No, they decided to build one and put it in. The house that Jack built sort of scenario. Some of these builders have a lot to be desired, don't they? They sort of throw them up thinking, oh, that'll be all right. But thankfully nowadays the standards have improved. Well, I hope they have anyway. But I don't know. There's a case of what day did it get finished on? And yeah. So as we're going along with this, it's taken a little bit longer because obviously the other one must have took me about 5 minutes, but because I haven't cleaned this one, it's taking a little bit longer to bring it up to the standard I'd like it to be. And it's getting there, definitely getting there. It's just a case of working it. And once it's done, I know I'm going to be happy with it. And it's looking absolutely fantastic now. So by the time I finish it, it's going to look absolutely brilliant. I know that for a fact because I can see the results. Look at that. Glistening. Absolutely glistening. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. And guess what? I made it. Not shop bought. Didn't cost me a penny from a shop. It's all done by hand. And you can do it too. Simple as that. It's that easy. All you got to do, if you like DIY, you can make them yourself. You could actually sell them online. Something I could do, couldn't I? Make some money. Didn't really think about that. Well, you know, it's a hobby and I like making videos. So it's a case of making the videos, making things, and generally teaching people about things I know, how to do things, and hoping people find it interesting. So there's a whole load of different things I do. I know I rabbit on a bit, don't I? Sorry. So it's coming up nicely. We're nearly ready for getting rid of the polish off it and buffing it up a little bit to make it what we want it to be. Just got to finish this end off now. See, the thing is, with anything polishing, is what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So if it's worth spending that little bit longer and getting something nice and something right, it hasn't been a wasted time, has it? I'll tell you something now. When I was a kid, there used to be a TV series called Out of Town with a gentleman called Jack Hargreaves. Oh dear, I learnt so much from that bloke. It was incredible, and I was fascinated by it because he'd not just cover one subject; he'd cover a whole load of different things, and a lot of respect for that bloke. And sadly, he's passed away now, but I don't know if any of you remember the series, Jack Hargreaves, Out of Town, but it's what shapes your future, really, and the love of different subjects, and then enjoyment of life, really. So yeah, fascinating. Actually, he talked about wildlife, flowers, um, a whole load of different stuff. But yeah, what an amazing bloke. You think to yourself, God, why can't they do something like that now? Why can't they make series about DIY and hobby instead of all this rubbish they put on? And that's another story, isn't it, about the BBC and the license, TV license. That's a hot topic, isn't it? The shambles of our government and so on. We'll leave that for an argument for another day, shall we? We're nearly done here, actually. He says, thank God for that. I'm getting bored. Oh, at least I'm talking to you. Right. Now, I've got to get a polish off. Just put that over there. Get ourselves a clean rag. And see what it comes up like. I know I'm going to be amazed. I always am. Because I know what this stuff comes up like. Once I've been putting my elbow grease into it. See how the saying goes? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, what a beauty! What a beauty! It is beautiful. Really is beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. You can see the glistening off it. It is absolutely. Copper is absolutely amazing. And you think to yourself, what a beautiful metal to work with. I mean, look at that. It is really, really shiny. And it's copper is like rose gold. And a lot of people call it like rose gold because it is such a beautiful colour and it does resemble rose gold. So anyone that doesn't know metals, rose gold and copper, obviously gold being gold, but copper takes the colour of rose gold in a way. Probably slightly different, but you can see the black bits coming off. You know the copper's the polish is working, and you're just buffing it, buffing it up. So once I've got this to where I want it to be, which will probably be about another minute, almost done. You can tell then. You can almost tell that the polish is off, and you're just down to the metal, giving it a lovely polish and that. Just keep moving. The secret is when you get that on your cloth, it is almost done, because the more you do it, the less you get off of it. You see, a little bit less. And it's just a case of finishing off now, really. Right, I'll call that a day. And there we go. one very, very sparkling handmade bracelet. So that was one I made earlier, and that's the other one I made. So that can go on that wrist. So I've got two now. Two brilliant copper bracelets, all handmade by myself. And I'm very proud to have made those, and I think they're absolutely lovely. A perfect Saturday afternoon, actually sorry, Sunday afternoon. I was working yesterday. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, which I hope you do, and please subscribe to the channel for more videos of interesting subjects. Take care everyone, bye bye.